Okay, even with the program, the writer, myself, has noticed a severe lack of parental involvement even though we have this program. Only about half the parents show up to any event at a given time, even report card nights, which is where they're getting their grades for their student, and the teacher can actually talk to them one-on-one and spend time with them. Parents just don't show up. In my classroom alone, I have 16 children, and yet at any given report card night, I have maybe 7 or 8 parents that come and actually look at the grades of their children. Some parents don't come because they can't, they work or they have something else to attend, or they know that they owe money, and they're afraid to come and see how much they owe. So that's a big issue and a big barrier. A couple more existing partnerships are mandatory masses that we have. Again, being a private Catholic school, we want to promote Catholicism and Christianity among our students. So what the school did, was institute a mandatory mass on Sundays once a month. Students have to come dressed in full uniform, teachers come dressed in full uniform. However, this has not done much in the way of parental involvement. It makes going to mass, going to church seem like a chore, more than something important that their child should be doing every week. The school also communicates bi-weekly with a communication folder. Again, it's really hard to make sure that the parents see everything in that folder. They have to sign off at the back, but they might just sign and look at the papers. We have no way of cross-checking or referencing to make sure they saw all of these papers. Sometimes a student may not bring something in, and I ask the parent what happened, and they say, oh, I never saw it in their folder. So it's very difficult to make sure that the parents are actually looking through this every time it gets sent home. Since our school is very diverse, we have a large population of Hispanic students, as well as a few Asian American students, a few African American, and from a lot of other ethnicities and cultures. So most of the families at the school speak Spanish. A lot of them do. And so it's a good thing our school does is they translate a lot of these events for the parents that only speak Spanish. It's a good and bad thing. It allows the parents to understand what's going on, but it doesn't encourage them to learn and to keep growing with their student. And again, the school will offer 2 meeting places. Recently, we had a communion meeting. And in one location, they did it completely in English for the parents that understand or wanted to sit through it in English, and one completely in Spanish for the parents that didn't understand. Do we need to improve? I think that's the big question every school asks themselves, is what can we do to make sure that we are doing our best, that we're offering the best kinds of programs to our community? Again, while the school employs various methods, they make it seem like a chore. Those coupons make parents feel like they have to attend these events if they want any kind of recognition from the school that they attended. And again, in the end, if they don't get all those coupons stamped, that's money coming out of their pockets. And a lot of parents can't pay that. Again, students are on a scholarship. It's hard for them to attend and to pay all of these events. My solution is the school needs to brainstorm and possibly involve the church in more ventures. The church is a large community, and with that community we can do so much more as a school. Albert Einstein said that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different response. And currently, that's what our school is doing. We're doing the same thing every year as far as parental involvement is concerned and getting our families to come together, and yet we expect to change, but we're not changing. So I think we need to change how we approach parental involvement within the school. Possible solutions. Parents